Hello friend, it's Tonton. In today's video, I'm gonna cover and answer the most common question I receive. It is non-stop happening in private, in the Alliance chat, in Discord, in the comments on YouTube. So I have many questions and they are always the same, more or less. So I'll try to cover and clarify how the experts are working and what you should really know about them. That is kind of already kind of the bottom line of what we should know. I'm not gonna explain the game mode and what it how it works. It's more like what you should really know that's in between the line and that you will have a hard time to find on YouTube in other contents from other content creators and things like that, or like specific question people have on about how to play it effectively. The first thing I want to cover is how to unlock your expert. So I made a video yesterday and I made it very excited and I'm not sure how clear I was with the wording, so I'll repeat it one last time. When you do 60 Tundra trek, you will unlock the Frontier trek. You can only meet the expert in the Tundra trek. So if you want to meet an expert, and when I mean meet, it's like you will see it for the first time. And when you see it for the first time, you can then eventually use it in the Frontier trek. The Frontier trek does not allow you to meet the expert, it allows you to unlock, and unlocking means getting the first 1000 of affinity. So you will need to play Tundra trek a lot and use all your Tundra treks. So you buy it with the gems if you want to, you do your 40 you get for free daily, and in that you will be able to meet, see I meet Romulus recently today. So here when you have the first interaction, you are glad to have met Romulus now, a skill commander of many talents. When I have that first interaction and that first affinity, and I need 1000 to unlock it, then I can go to Frontier trek and eventually unlock Romulus. So the Frontier trek is used to get XP, to get affinity with these. The bottom line is, I made a test with Olga earlier today. I did not track for Agnes, but the quest line are more or less the same. When you do the Frontier trek, you do only the quest line of 1 hero, and I don't have examples anymore to show you right now, but it does not always give affinity, especially the first 10 to 15 missions. They give very little, but you are progressing through the quest line of these experts, and slowly you will unlock them. And unlocking means filling the bar here and being able. So if you spend money, or if you have a bit of this Frontier supply, either by buying them from VIP 9 or the 10 you got for free, for the hero of your choice, you can meet him or her in the Tundra trek, and then you go in the Frontier trek, you select the hero you want. So for me, I unlock the other ones, so that will be this one, for example, is selected, and I will play all my Frontier supplies, and you will go through the quest line and unlock him as soon as possible. If you go back to Tundra, you will progress the quest line, but you will have random encounters in the middle. You might have Mia's Fortune, you might have like worse ones. Here in Frontier Strike, you don't get 100% of the quest line. It's 90% plus, it feels. You have like some very rare events from time to time, but you don't have all the little events, encounter that are not really interesting. You get the good stuff, basically, so you progress them a lot faster. So that if you're a spender and a whale and you can buy a lot of these, Frontier Trek, the way it works for you is you do your Tundra Trek like free-to-play player. You cannot speed it up, except buying the one for gems here, but that's the only thing you can do, and free-to-play can do that as well. You do your 60 a day, and once you meet one of the guy, you go here and you unlock them with the Frontier Trek. So that's how it works. Then the next big question I always have is about events. How does it work? Should I keep my item for SVS prep phase? We are 20 days away for SVS, so should I keep my items? What do we do? I've seen some other content creators, they are not sure if these items are working in SVS and things like that. I can say that 99% they are. I've seen some people, I don't know how they got it, but some people sharing exactly the points and stuff. The easy way to look about it, and what we already know, is items are already in current events. If you look at, and I'll cover all events and cover all items, but if you look at the armament competition, this one, you can see that you have the learn expert speed ups, right? In my preview on stage 6, when I used to play, we had the first armament competition as well. That's the second one, so it's always a cycle of armament competition, officer project, armament competition, official project. So, and in the first armament competition of the rotation, we could use the books and the sigils as well. So we know that in some of the today's events, they are here. We know as well that if you look at Alliance Showdown, we know they are here already, right? Day 2 as well. So you can use the books, you can use the sigils, and you can use the speed ups. The speed ups are here. So we know it's already in Alliance Showdown. It will be in KOI, in King of Icefield. It will be an SVS prep. There is no doubt about it. So the question is, what should you do with this item, and which item you can keep and which item can you use? There are basically 3 items that you can use in between that do not give points, and the item you can keep. The first one are the treks. Some people ask me, should I keep my supplies? Like, you have no need to keep your supplies. Supplies do not give points on any event so far, so I will not keep any supplies. I'll just use it. This one you will get up to 60 a day. You can store them up to 100, so you cannot save them for SVS in 20 days from now. It makes no sense, so use your supply. That's really okay. Then the other one that do not give points is when you increase affinity. So I cannot show you right now because they are all kind of stuck because I'm about to use shard, but there are 3 items that I can find in my buypack. You have the compass, the fiery art, and the sail of conquest, the boat. These 3 items do not give you any points in events, so you can as well use them. Then the other item you have are the shards, and the shard is very specific, but it's very easy to see. I'll show you the wording in Alliance Showdown in a second. It was the same in armament competition, so we assume it will be the same in KOI, it will be the same in prep phase, is that you can only get points with the ones that are expert specific. So these are the common ones. So the common ones, it clearly says that they do not give points. So you get points for the Cyril sigils, you get points from the Agnes sigils, you get points for the Olger sigil, and you get points for the Romulus sigil. That's what I could progress my experts more, but I will wait on KOI to see which day we can make points, right? So I leveled up yesterday a bit on stream to unlock things and to, to show you how it works. But that's far beyond what was reasonable. I went a bit beyond what I would have done if I was not kind of making guides for you. I would have saved more for, SVS and KOI, that stuff like that. Because you always want to get something when you use an item in the game, right? There is some exception to that. There are sometimes it's better timing. So I will still use, a tiny bit, like maybe 5 or 10, so you can put them to level 30, for example, but I will stop around here and then I'll keep it for KOI. Let's look at the wording, so you have no doubt about it. If you look at Alliance Showdown, Day 1 and 2 were the same in armament competition, were the same everywhere. Use any expert sigil, excluding common sigils, right? So that's always excluding common sigil, whatever you do. So again, if you look at here, to be clear, common sigils are the one that it's like SSR shards. General SSR shard is the one that you can use for the hero you want, right? So I can convert these is any heroes I want. That's just the one. So this one do not work. Okay. So what do we have left? We talk about everything except the books and except the speed ups. The good news is both are giving points. So if you go here, you need the books to increase the skill level and you need some XP. The XP itself is not giving any points, but the speed ups, if you use them, either you use, they call learn expert speed ups, or if you use general speed up that you convert to learn expert speed up, they give point. They give as much point as a building speed up, as much point as the training speed up, as much point as the research speed up. They don't give more points, but you can use the speed ups, you can use the books, and you can use the sigils, the expert sigils to make points in King of Icefield, SVS Prep, Alliance Showdown, armament competition. I don't think Officer Project from not tomorrow, but the day after will give us points, but I will track it and update it. So I'll update all events and my Discord will be up to date at the end of the week with all events we know are giving points. But that's the one we know and we are sure it's giving points right now. So that's really the main 2 questions I keep seeing. So just to be clear, I will repeat the one that do not give points. In events is like the item allowing you to gain affinity, so compass, fiery art, sails of conquest, the boat, common sigil, and the trek supply. That's the thing that do not give you points. So that's really the main 2 questions I've been having since yesterday. Something I want to clarify as well is that PAX week 2 will be a bit better. Some people are keeping asking about that as well. Currently, you have the best pack in the game for experts right now is this one. Is the one in the middle and this one for $5 and $20. So people keep asking me about that as well. So these are great. These are the best. Then the next option is the pop-up when you trigger a hero. So it's a $5 or $10 pack. So when an expert, so not a hero. So that's a $5 or $10 pack. Then the last option and the worst option is the regular packs, and you can buy some of it. And we bought some of them on stream yesterday. So the Frontier supply pack, for example. You can buy some marks if you want to. You can buy some affinity, or you can buy some research. I would not suggest to buy a lot of these. Maybe just if you want to unlock them a bit sooner, maybe some of these as a spender. But you will have better packs next week that you can max out, and that will give you, you will have a $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 pack, and I think you can buy the $100 pack a few times. So, and they will give you roughly 50 to 75% more value than these. So then, that's worth waiting a week. If you have unlimited budget, more or less, and you can spend 1,000 on them, and you want to go crazy, that could be an option to do, but that will be really, really for big spenders. Other ways, with that kind of game mode in Whiteout Survival, they tend to give you little option at the beginning to buy, and these packs are really meant for the bigger spender, and then over time, you get more and more packs, more and more options. They're adding, cheaper ways to get it with better percentages, so you will get more for your money. Maybe the last question I'll cover before I close for that quick video is in which order you should do them at the free-to-play, right? You have two options at the free-to-play. You will unlock Cyril day 1, and you will unlock nearly Agnès day 1, and you will finish Agnès day 2. So very quickly, you will have two options. Cyril is your bear trap hero. So she's giving you more points on that skill, and she's giving you more essence stones, and she's giving you more XP components. So that's a very good choice for free to play. You can level it up a bit. For me, I can level up the skills. I'm adding some XP here, but I'll do that on KOI to make points in event to be able to save for SVS. Our prep phase are very competitive lately, so I want to kind of save for that. So I could get some more essence stones, but it's not gonna be the 2 or 3 essence stones I'm getting here that's gonna make a difference. I need 100 essence stone per piece for upgrade at the stage I am in. So that's something to note. So that's your best option, or that's the second best option. So I'll put, if I was focusing, I put her 50, but that's because I spend a bit of money. You can get away with putting her, 40, that's gonna be good enough. So first, the limiting factor for you will be the shards, right? The sigil, sorry, that's hero shard, but that's expert sigil. So if you want expert sigil, my suggestion to get more as free to play, you go to the Alliance Championship shop, and you buy these. You don't buy the books. The books you will get enough for now, and they are very expensive. So I'll suggest you buy the sigils every week. It's over 22k and 500 badges. So you don't get that by every week in Alliance Championship very likely. So you will use more than you earn. So you will, even if you stocked a bit, you will run out very quickly. So I'll highly suggest you to buy these every week and to buy only that for a while. And if you run out and you said, okay, I want to do Cyril first, and you run out of shards, then you start to work. You keep your common shards or your common sigils for Cyril, and you use your Agnès sigils, and you start to work on her. So same, you will want to have her level 30 or 40, and you will want to unlock the extra intel missions. And then when you are here, you want maybe to take 2 or 3 levels of stamina, and then you want to unlock this one, right? Which is giving you more mystery badges, so you can buy more widgets or more pet chest or whatever you want to buy. And that will be my first to focus at the free-to-play, and that you can do that in 1 or 2 weeks. My farm is 2.5 weeks, and I think this one is level 30, and yes, is level 30, this one is level 45. But I use the XP, and I use, for testing purpose, I use the XP and some common sigil on the other heroes, which I would not do on a free-to-play proper account, right? So in 2 weeks, I think you can get these two in a very comfortable spot, and you can start with one or the other based on your preference. The only things to know is like the extra intel mission she give you, they are not the intel mission that give fire crystal shards so far, and I tested it until level skill 4 on my state 6 city, so I don't know if you get a mission that give you fire crystal shards here. So we'll see. They give you the camp that you use with your scout, and the camp that you attack with your formation of 5 heroes, like in exploration. And these they do not give you. They give you hero shards, but they do not give you fire crystal. So that's not as good as I thought it could be. So we'll see a bit how it goes. Then third, you will want to do at the free-to-play, you will want to do Holger. And Holger, you will want to level him up again a tiny bit to get extra chests from your arena, and you will want to get the skills in the middle in green. So for free-to-play, you don't focus on the fighting skill, that's not gonna change much for you, but you're gonna focus on getting more arena token and to get more item in the shop with a discount. So that's the 2 skills. So my order will be Agnès or Cyril or Agnès. 1 and 2, or you swap based on what you prefer, then Holger, and then you keep kind of leveling everything and you pick one that you want to put further. You know, I think Cyril, for my understanding, level 50 is kind of okay. You get really nearly everything in level 50, and to get even in level 40, if you want to get like to max out the skill, it will take you a lot more effort. So I'll put my Cyril level 40-ish. Then we don't really know yet for the other one. I did not play them enough, but I will look at that, right? You know, I put them 40, 60, 40, 50, see if I can get most of the skills to the level I want, and then I'll move to the next one. So it's better to kind of do all of them, because the last few skills are very expensive and you need a lot of reputation, which is called acquaintance or affinity. You need to get to this level and they will take a very long time as a free-to-play. So, you know, don't focus only on one, do them one by one, but don't go too deep with one of them. Yeah, and I think that's really it. Romulus is for spender. Maybe just a quick word about Romulus. He has 2 skills in the middle, so he has a row of 4 skills. The 2 in the middle are 0.5 defense and attack, or 0.5 health and lethality by skill point, and you can, you know, increase the skill to 20 levels, so you can get up to 10% of health and lethality and 10% of attack and defense. It's worded like pets, it's worded like buffs, so let's look at it quickly. It's worded exactly like that, right? Troops lethality by, and these are multiplicative. So multiplicative means if you have 1000 stats, 10% means 1000 and 100. It was additive, it would be 1000 and 10. So you can see it's a big difference, right, on the 10% buff between, and especially that start to have 2000, 3000. On 3000% defense, 10% is additive is 3010, and multiplicative is 3300. And these are worded like pets, are the same. Widgets that are multiplicative are the same if you look at your heroes, but they're additive. So that's a kind of a trick, and I don't know if it's a bug, if it's intended. I reported it, but you see, troop else by. So 95% of the percentages in that game are additive. Your research, these here, you see it's plus, it's not by, it's plus. Your heroes, your chief gear, your chief charm, your hero gear, like all of that are additive percentages. There are mostly 3 sources of multiplicative. Your pets buff, your buff 10 or 20%, and the second thing of the widget, we look at it, we looked here, right? So that the 3 things that are multiplicative. Romulus skill are worded like they are multiplicative, and I can show you in a sec, and that's, for me, that's a bummer. I mean, that's make that the whales are not that strong compared to us, and you know, but with the cost it costs to increase Romulus, I think that's a bug, so I reported it. Maybe it got fixed with the patch, but I cannot test it yet. But you see here, it says attack and defense by 10%, attack and defense by 10, health and lethality by 10%. When this is plus 20, that's additive, right? No doubt that's additive. I mean, that's a number, so it does not matter if it's by. So maybe they got confused with that, you know, with the wording on some of the other tooltip. I don't know if it was meant to be multiplicative or additive. I'm not clear yet. I just know that it is worded as the other area in the game where it's multiplicative, and it's not. The first test people did last week before the patch, it's additive. So that's something to follow up, and I'll follow up on in the pinned comments, and I'll follow up on my Discord. Not sure about the pinned comment if I remember it, but at least on my Discord, I'll follow up. So consider subscribing, consider joining the Discord. Let me know if there are any other questions, but these are the questions I've been having all day since yesterday, so I hope it helps. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.